I would like to begin with a short introduction of Vidli Restaurants, which runs a chain of restaurants with the brand Vitthal Kamath, under license from Dr. Vitthal Kamath, and serving hygienic standardized food items in a quick serve format at various outlets on national highways, state highways, and cities. Currently, Vidli has about 40 restaurants in Western and Central India, and today, Vidli Restaurants Limited is celebrating being a publicly listed company on the BSE. It is truly a historic moment for the company. And it is now my privilege to invite our esteemed guests to join me on the dais, requesting first the presence of Mr. Ramnath Pradeep, Chairman of Vidli Restaurants. Please give them a big hand. Inviting next, Mr. Vikram Kamath, Director of the Kamath Group. Requesting now the presence of Ms. Vidhi Kamath, Managing Director of Vidli Restaurants. Next, we have with us Mr. Arun Jain, Independent Director of Vidli Restaurants. Calling up on the dais now, Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, Managing Director, Pantomath Group. And inviting now our host of the ceremony, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE Limited. And joining him, we have Mr. Ajay Thakur, Head, BSE SME. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause. To mark an auspicious beginning, I invite all our distinguished guests on the dais to kindly proceed towards the lamp for the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you. And to commence the proceedings, let me now invite Mr. Ramnath Pradeep, Chairman of Vidli Restaurants, to address the gathering. Mr. Ramnath Pradeep.
Good morning to all of you. Mr. Ashish Chauhan, President and CEO of Stock Exchange, BSE. Mr. Mahavir, Mr. Ajay Thakur, Mr. Vikram, and Mr. Arun Jain, and Managing Director, Vidhi Vikram Kamath. It's really indeed a pleasure to be here, and I am particularly very happy to get associated with this company. It's having a long standing of the Vitthal Kamath group as such. And today, it is a small steps in the right direction because there is a huge capacity available in this particular sector, and you must be aware of that. Food industry is growing, particularly chain of the restaurant is also going. And in India, when we are talking all Make in India, you have seen all of you, since last 2 days there is a program going on, and today also. So Make of India, it is a truly Make in India program, what Mr. Kamath and family is doing for the country as a whole. And as a chairman of the company, I feel proud to be associated with this company. Though today it is a smaller, but we have a very big dream to make it as a big organization over a period of time. And I hope that those who have put a trust on us in this particular company, they will benefit it and they will not repent for having invested in this company. So at this occasion, I again extend warm welcome to all of you, to the dignitaries sitting on the dais. It's my great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for once again having come here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would now like to invite Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO of BSE Limited, to address the gathering.
My friend and elder, Sri Ramnath Pradeep, Sri Vikram Kamath, Srimati Vidhi Kamath, Sri Arun Jain, Sri Mahaveer Lunawat, Sri Ajay Thakur, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you for the listing of the Vidli Restaurants Limited. I know Vittal Kamath for now almost 25, 30 years as a friend. When I used to be in IDBI, he used to be one of the assisted companies, and we have been meeting on and off, and today, unfortunately, he's not there, but my respect to him. He is one of the pioneers of the restaurant chains in India, and we all have had some connect to him over our lifetime. Whoever is, I think, above 5 years in Mumbai. Even when you go to Lonavala, you go to Vittal's all the time. So listing of a company is a major step towards the growth and future of that company. An IPO puts into spotlight the good work done by the company in the past, and we at BSE are always looking forward as to how to implement and encourage the accomplishment of best practices. This, in turn, would take the company to a path of glory and along with put India in a positive spotlight. While Shri Kamath highlights the importance of 3 S's in his business, system, sanitation, and satisfaction, I take this opportunity to highlight the 3 S's of BSE, that are system, speed, and security. Most of you present here are aware that BSE was established in 1875, and this year, on 9 July, our great institution has been celebrating 140 years since its inception. We are in the process of celebrating this momentous achievement, and each time a company gets listed on the boards, we narrate the proud lineage that we have behind us, a matter of sheer pride and joy for all of us associated with BSE. My heartiest congratulations to Shri Vittal Kamath and all those members who have driven Vidli Restaurants, especially Srimati Kamath, who is present here as a managing director, to this enviable position today. And this is indeed a very joyous occasion as we welcome and celebrate the listing ceremony of BSE's youngest member. Vidli runs a chain of restaurants with the brands of Vittal Kamaths, serving hygienic standardized food items in a quick serve format and various outlets on national highways, state highways, and cities. Currently, Vidli has about 40 restaurants in Western and Central India. Vidli entered the primary market on February 3, 2016 with 13,10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, at par aggregating to rupees 1.31 crore. Its IPO was oversubscribed around 6.8 times. Overall, with retail category oversubscribed by almost 8 times, and other than retail category by 6.3 times. The issue closed on February 5, 2016, with a final issue price of rupees 10 per share, and the total issue size of 1.31 crores. 482 retail investors participated, which is one of the largest in the SME segment. With the successful completion of its IPO, Vidli is now the newest member of BSE family. It's a proud moment for BSE SME platform, as it has listed already 121 companies, Vidli being the 122nd company to come under its umbrella. The BSE SME platform commands a market share of 95% in the SME segment. With the listing process coming to an end, Vidli Restaurants now has an additional responsibility toward all its shareholders to grow the shareholders' wealth as well. Their responsibility also doubles up as they have to maintain highest standards of transparency and integrity. I would like to extend my best wishes to Vidli Restaurants and its entire team on this momentous occasion and wish them all the success in their future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chauhan. And before we break for the bell ringing ceremony right at 9:59, let me also in the same flow invite our next speaker, Mr. Ajay Thakur, SME.
Honorable Chairman, Vidhi Restaurant, Sri Ramnath Ji, Sri Vikram Kamath, Srimati Vidhi Kamath, MD and CEO BSC, Sri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Merchant Banker to the issue, Sri Mahavir Lunawat, distinguished guests, very good morning to all of you, and welcome you all to the listing of Vidhi Restaurant on BSE SME platform. This is 122nd companies to get listed on BSE SME platform. And Vidhi Restaurant is the first company in the history of SME platform which got 7 times subscription. So please give it a big round of applause. You can understand that how famous is Kamath Restaurant, that is issue gets subscribed by 7 times. And we think that in the future, this company is going to create wealth for the various stakeholders, and I wish him all the best in the future endeavor. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a few seconds before the moment we are all here to celebrate. I invite you all to join me for the countdown for the opening bell ceremony once we have 10 seconds left. This is a prestigious moment for the company, ladies and gentlemen. And after the bell ringing ceremony, I request all our dignitaries to kindly stay by the gong for the photograph opportunities. Do join me with the countdown at the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Vidli Restaurants Limited is now officially listed on the stock exchanges. Thank you all. This proud moment would not have been possible without the contributions of all these esteemed individuals and their organizations. And before we commence with the rest of the proceedings, And before I invite our next speaker, Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, MD of Pantomath Advisory Group, here is a brief profile of Pantomath. Pantomath, the managers to the issue, positions itself as a thought leader in SME space and does undertake numerous initiatives on regular basis, such as conducting SME seminar along with industry houses, research publications, website, videos, etc. Pantomath has developed a unique and first of its kind of SME index, Pantomath SMX 30. This index captures price movement of selected 30 SME scripts listed on SME exchanges. Pantomath's SMX 30 has increased more than 48% during the last 2 years approximately. Pantomath has also prepared a corporate film BSc on SME capital market and has also developed the knowledge portal SME IPO and listing called www.smeipo.net. Pantomath has been awarded Scotch BSc Order of Merit Award in Merchant Banker category at 40th Scotch Summit held at BSc. Pantomath was also awarded Top 5 Performers in Merchant Banker category by BSc in 2013 and 14. Pantomath is recognized as one of the most promising top 25 financial consultants in the fastest growing merchant bankers by Consultants Review magazine. Pantomath has been awarded Certificate of Merit for Excellence in Branding and Marketing in BFSI sector at 6th CMO Asia Awards held at Pan Pacific, Singapore. Pantomath has been instrumental in listing some of the outstanding businesses on SME and has managed maximum IPOs in value terms in financial years 2014 and 15 and maximum number of IPOs in the current year as well. Recently, Pantomath successfully managed IPO of MD Induct Cast Limited, the biggest manufacturing company on BSE SME Exchange, which was also the 100th listing on BSE SME Exchange. And on the same occasion, Pantomath Investor Awareness and CSR Foundation also released a unique book on SME markets. Ladies and gentlemen, inviting Mr. Mahavir Lunawat for us.
Morning all, and a very, very warm welcome to each one of you on behalf of the issuer, on behalf of Exchange, and on behalf of the entire Pantomath family. Indeed, overwhelmed, both at pre-IPO and at listing occasions. Highest ever subscription in SME, and today the screen says it all, no seller, only buyer. And I think credit goes to the entire Vidli team. Phenomenal efforts, great execution speed, topmost priorities, and the brand image and investor confidence. I think we started somewhere in the fag end of December, and today we are on the listing ceremony. So that again makes it, I think, the fastest listing from the start to the listing date. And I think big hands to the team, Vidli. We never imagined that IPO of less than 5 crore of size probably will receive more than 100 applications. And going by the past experience, we thought probably we'll have 2 times of oversubscription. But to our utmost pleasure, the issue was subscribed more than 8 times in retail category, and that shows, and that despite of the fact that there was very limited time gap between the approvals and the IPO opening, and in that short period of time, having oversubscription of this size and number of retail, because normally it is all subscribed by HNIs and ultra HNIs, but in this case, retail, the way retail participated, I think is phenomenal achievement for the company and for us as well. Beating our own records is almost now has become the way we live, the approach we carry, and I think that makes us more responsible. And in this journey, listing Vidli restaurants, it's like one of the outstanding businesses, as was told in the opening remarks as well, that we identify those niche businesses and bring to the basket of BSE SME Exchange. Highest liquidity and topmost performance on an average by Pantomath scripts. And I think Vidli will be not an exception, but probably the role model to BSE SME market as a whole. Well, indeed, sincere thanks to all the partners in the process, the market makers, the registrars, the bankers, the auditors, the independent directors, and the entire Vidli management team, the way they prioritized and supported all of us, and that's how we could achieve this momentous occasion in great speed and great execution. And personally, sincere thanks to Bombay Stock Exchange team, the way they supported in this entire endeavor, the way approvals came on high priority time, because we wanted to finish it off in a record time. So extended time, extended efforts by Bombay Stock Exchange. Thank you very much, Ashish ji, for your wonderful leadership and support. And I'm sure Vidli Restaurant will be a very, very good addition to your portfolio of BSE SME Exchange. Sincere thanks to Sri Ajay ji Thakur, heading the BSE SME, and now the way aggressively BSE supports all the merchant bankers, including us, the way they carry this market, I'm sure, as rightly mentioned in the opening remarks by the chairman, Vidli, that this is what is perhaps the best example of Make in India endeavor. And each one of the companies getting listed on BSE SME is contributing immensely by increasing employment, by increasing production, by increasing exports, and any other macro criteria of economic importance or national importance. With these few words, friends, once again, thank you very much, and my sincere thanks and compliments to the entire merchant banking team of Pantomath, led by Madhu and supported by Yogesh, Jyoti, and all other team members. Pardon me for not taking any names, but thank you very much, and looking forward to adding many more niche businesses, promising businesses to BSE SME Exchange. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lunawat. And now to mark this proud occasion, I would like to invite Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO BSE, to present a memento to Ms. Vidhi Kamath, MD, Vidli Restaurants Limited. May I now request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan to present it to Mr. Ramnath Pradeep, Chairman of Vidli Restaurants. Requesting Mr. Chauhan to present this to Ms. Managing Director of Vidli Restaurants. Inviting next Mr. Arun Jain, Independent Director of Vidli Restaurants. And Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, Managing Director, Pantomath Group. In a reciprocal gesture, I invite Ms. Vidhi Kamath to present a memento to Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Further, I would request Ms. Vidhi Kamath to present mementos to the following individuals and organizations who have been instrumental in making this momentous occasion possible. Inviting first, Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited, Lead Merchant Banker. Inviting next, Mr. Ajay Thakur, Head BSE SME. Requesting to get the memento for Mr. Ramnath Pradeep, Independent Director of Vidli Restaurants. Mr. Arun Jain, Independent Director of Vidli Restaurants. Mr. Sanjay Khemka, supporter and best wisher. I would like to call Mr. Ramnath Pradeep to present mementos to other intermediaries, inviting first Big Share Services Private Limited, Registrar to the issue. Inviting next VBG and Company statutory auditors to the issue. Inviting next RT Jain and Company peer reviewed auditor. Inviting next MV Kinney, lawyers to the issue. Inviting next Indusland Bank Limited, bankers to the issue. I would like to call Mr. Vikram Kamath to now present the mementos to BCB Brokerage Private Limited, market maker to the issue. Inviting next HDFC Bank Limited, bankers to the company. Inviting next Yes Bank Limited, bankers to the company. Moving on, Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited, bankers to the company. Inviting next IDBI Bank Limited, bankers to the company. I would like to call Mr. Arun Jain to present mementos to the following people. Inviting first SAP Prints, printer to the issue. Inviting next Sanjeet Communications, advertiser to the issue. Radha Sajnani for handling the PR. Yogesh Malpani and Jyoti Shetty. We're coming close to the end of the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, and Thank you. Thanking all our dignitaries, first of all. And I now request Mr. Vikram Kamath to deliver the vote of thanks for our guests. Over to Mr. Vikram Kamath.
Friends, I would like to thank firstly BSE, Mr. Ashish sir and Ajay sir, who have created this excellent platform for SMEs to become big. Today they might be small cap, but I'm sure many of these companies will go on to become large cap, and to have that courage, because many people feel that small company, risk, things can go wrong. But to give this platform is really commendable, and we are proud that BSE has been the forerunner in this. I would also like to thank our chairman of the board. Though this is a small company, he gives us a lot of his time and was very gracious to accept to become chairman. As a ex-CMD of Corporation Bank, his guidance has been extremely useful for the entire company. I appreciate your coming on board, sir. I'd like to thank all our independent directors, Arun Jain and Vaibhav Rathi, who are, Vaibhav is not here with us, he's in Delhi, but Arun Jain, thank you both of you all for being on the board. Thank you, our entire team, who makes this success possible, our entire team, our entire mastermind team, who keeps thinking and making the system better and brought it to the success that we are today. And of course, I'd like to thank all our shareholders who have made this and broken so many records. I'm sure with continued success, we will continue to break new records. So I thank all of you all. Without all of your support, all of this would not have been possible. Thank you. I forgot the most important person, somehow, but I would also like to thank our merchant bankers, Pantomath, who really worked in record time. To when we had met originally, he told me कि मुझे ये सबसे fastest listing कराना है. He had told me. I said, Mahavir ji, हम लोग साथ में काम करेंगे तो हो जाएगा. And I'm really proud that we have such a good success under both of our belts. Thank you to everybody. Thank you.
BSE would also like to personally thank Mahavir Lunawat ji, because not only in SME, I think in last 20 years, I think Mr. Mahavir Lunawat becomes the first merchant banker to file 3 DRSP on a single day. So please give him a big round of applause. Thanks a lot, Mahavir ji, and be associated with BSE SME platform. Thanks.
A great ceremony indeed, and as the event comes to an end, I once again take this opportunity to thank all of you for making this event successful. We truly appreciate your support and presence, and we request you to kindly join us for refreshments hereafter, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.